The shop felt heavier that morning, as if the air itself knew judgment was coming. Yesterday, Harris had dropped the blue book of law, the NES, onto our bench. Today, the foreman stood waiting beside a mock service panel. His clipboard looked like a judge's gavel. "Inspection day," Harris said simply. My stomach nodded. We had face breakers, splices, even arc faults. But today was different. Today wasn't just about doing the work. It was about proving the work. The foreman gestured sharply. The inspector does not care about your excuses. He cares about compliance. You have 1 hour. Find the violations. Fix them. If this were a real site, failing would mean delays, fines, and a ruined reputation. The apprentices exchanged nervous glances. Maria's eyes were steady. Kevin tried to grin, but his hands fidgeted with his meter. I swallowed hard. We approached the panel. At first glance it looked fine, breakers lined in rows, wires neatly dressed. But Harris had warned us it was a trap. Somewhere inside were mistakes, violations hidden like landmines. Maria spotted the first one. "Clearance," she whispered. The panel was mounted too close to a storage shelf, barely 2 feet in front. Harris nodded. "The code requires 36 inches of working space. Less than that, and you fail instantly. Inspectors don't bend on clearance. Safety first, always." We dragged the shelf back, restoring the space. My heart pounded. 1 violation down. How many left? Kevin leaned into the breakers. "This one says 40 amps. The wire looks like number 12. Maria's eyes widened. 12 gauge is only good for 20 amps. The foreman's voice boomed. "Violation. Oversized breaker on undersized wire. This is fire waiting to happen. Correct it." I stripped back the conductor, confirmed the gauge, and swapped in a 20 MP breaker. Sweat dripped down my neck. The foreman watched every move, his eyes sharp as knives. Next came the kitchen circuit mock-up. Outlets near a sink, but no sign of GFCI protection. Maria pressed the test button on her non-contact tester. Voltage steady, but no trip. "Missing GFCI," she said. Harris's voice cut in. "The code demands GFCI in kitchens, bathrooms, outdoors, basements. Moisture and electricity are mortal enemies. Without GFCI, even 5 milliamps can kill." Kevin hurried to replace the receptacle with a GFCI. His hand shook, but he managed it. We pressed the test button. Click. Power gone. Reset. Power back. Compliant. The foreman moved us forward, relentless. Next violation. I scanned the circuits. 1 breaker fed fluorescent lights, calculated as a continuous load. But the breaker size matched the load exactly. No margin. I remembered the words Maria had whispered yesterday. Continuous load at 125%. "Harris," I said, voice steady now. "This breaker is undersized. For continuous load, code requires 25% extra." Harris's eyes flashed with pride. "Correct. Continuous load at 16 amps must be protected by a 20 amp breaker, not 15. NEC is about foresight, not shortcuts." We replaced it. Another violation cleared. The final trap was cruel. A bedroom circuit wired with standard breakers. No AFCI protection. Kevin almost missed it, but Maria caught the detail. "Arc fault," she said. "Bedrooms need a FCI by code." The foreman's voice was iron. "Arc faults cause thousands of fires every year. Code demands a FCI. You forget it, you fail. You fail. Someone's family loses their home." We swapped the standard breaker for an AFCI. When it clicked into place, I felt my shoulders loosen. Harris checked the clock. 50 minutes gone. The foreman closed his clipboard with a snap. Inspection complete. He paced in front of us, boots echoing like thunder. "You found the clearance violation? You corrected the oversized breaker? You added GFCI protection? You upsized for continuous load? You installed a FCI today, you passed barely." Kevin sighed in relief. Maria smiled faintly. I felt a strange fire in my chest, not relief but respect. The NEC was no longer just words in a book. It was alive, judging every move, every splice, every breaker. Harris's voice softened, but carried even more weight. "Never forget this feeling. Inspections are not obstacles. They are guardians. Inspectors enforce the code, and the code protects lives. Respect both, and you will walk this path with honor. The foreman gave us his final warning. Next time, the violations will be harder. And in the real world, the inspector won't guide you. He'll fail you. Remember that. As we left the shop, Maria whispered, "I almost enjoy this. It's like solving a puzzle, except the stakes are real." I nodded. Every breaker, every clearance, every outlet is a question. The NEC holds the answer. That night, I wrote in my notebook, clearance 36 inches minimum. Breaker must match conductor size. GFCI where water lives. Its continuous load times 125%. AFCI in living areas. Inspector is not the enemy. Inspector is the test. Tomorrow would bring the last lesson of this chapter. Harris had called it the weight of compliance. The final measure of whether we truly understood the law that governed every wire we touched,